Hello, welcome to chemistry course. Last class we have discussed about dipole moment and induced dipole moment. And last class we focused on non-polar molecule. In today class we focus on polar molecule. What happens when we keep polar molecule in electric field, how the polarization takes place, that we will focus in this class. Let's take a polar molecule. And polar molecule, in the absence of electric field, it is oriented in all direction due to thermal effect. And I have shown in the figure already which is having a dipole moment. That means let's take example one molecule HCl, and the electronegativity difference will be there here, and chlorine is more electronegative atom, it get negative charge. Hydrogen compared with the chlorine lesser electronegativity atom, partially positive charge, and the dipole moment oriented in this direction. That means already this polar molecule is having one positive end, another end is negative end, which is having permanent dipole moment. And in this diagram I am showing both positive and negative end. The polar molecule, absence of electric field, oriented in all direction, which is having permanent dipole moment. Let's take this polar molecule, I keep in electric field. How it will be oriented? When the polar molecule are put in electric field, two effects will observe. One is induced polarization, which is represented Pi. P means polarization, I induced polarization, and second one is orientation polarization, P4. So for polar molecule, total polarization, that is molar polarization, is equal to Pi induced polarization plus orientation polarization. In the case of non-polar molecule, last class we have discussed, that is total polarization or molar polarization of non-polar molecule P equal to only it is Pi induced polarization. And in the polar molecule case, along with the induced polarization, there is a other term which is coming, orientation polarization, because the polar molecule is having permanent dipole moment. Now in this case we have to consider orientation of the molecule. In the non-polar case, it is a dipole moment is 0, only we are taking induced polarization. Now in this case of polar molecule, the total polarization, that is molar polarization, is equal to induced polarization plus orientation polarization. Last class we have discussed about induced polarization, that is positive nucleus which is distorted towards the negative plate and electronic cloud distorted towards the positive plate. In this case, polar molecule already is having dipole which is oriented in the direction such that negative pole attracts towards the positive plate and positive pole attracts towards the negative pole in the electric field. Take here induced polarization. Distortion of positive and negative charges will take place and giving rise to induced polarization. And I have said the molecule is a permanent dipole moment molecule which is having two poles, positive and negative, and the molecules are oriented in this fashion. There is a positive pole is towards the negative plate and negative pole towards the positive in this direction, and this is we call it as induced polarization in the polar molecule. Next we are moving into orientation polarization. When the polar molecule is kept in the electric field, it is orient in the direction such that it is aligned to the direction of electric field. Here it is positive and here it is negative. But it is not in this fashion due to thermal agitation, because the molecule constantly orient in all the directions. So it cannot alignment in this fashion due to thermal agitation. Instead of this, the molecules are allied. For example, I am taking two molecules here in this fashion. This is negative plate, first. Okay. See what is the difference here? Instead of aligning in this fashion, it will slightly align in this fashion, because thermal agitation always the molecule is having all the direction movement. So it is not completely in this fashion like a static. Always it will be there in the dynamic fashion. So let's take a molecule in this fashion, positive, negative, and it may be in this fashion or maybe other direction. So what happened? This is due to the thermal movement, it can be any direction, all the direction it can move. And once you put a electric field, this is positive side and this will be negative side. So this is always aligned to the negative plate and this is positive plate. So here, if you look at here, now instead of thermal agitation, it will get energy to orient in this direction. Instead of static position, it will always will move in this direction. As a result, it will occupy a mean of these two. That means instead of this position, the molecules are oriented in this fashion such that positive, negative, positive, negative. It is a mean of two positions, and this we call it as orientation of the molecule, and this polarization we call it as orientation polarization due to thermal agitation. So this kind of effect of the electric field on the molecule is called orientation polarization. So basically, when you are taking a polarization for polar molecule, two polarization act. One is induced polarization, another one is orientation polarization. How mathematically represented this total polarization is? Total molar polarization. Molar polarization nothing but total polarization P equal to induced polarization plus orientation polarization. And last class we have discussed the induced polarization is given by Clausius-Mossetti equation. That is induced polarization Pi equal to 4 by 3 pi n alpha. Alpha is polarizability. And orientation polarization is given by Debye. It is also similar like a Clausius-Mossetti equation. Instead of alpha, he has taken other term VO, that is orientation polarization 4 by 3 pi n. Instead of alpha, it's taken dipole moment, 3 Boltzmann constant, T temperature. So total equation I am writing for the polar molecule. That is P equal to total polarization or molar polarization equal to induced polarization 4 by 3 pi n alpha plus 4 by 3 pi n Avogadro number, dipole moment and Boltzmann constant, temperature. So here this polarization it's always depends on temperature term, and previous case we are not having a temperature term. So polar molecule dipole moment always which affect on temperature. So here 4 by 3 pi Avogadro number alpha is constant. Here pi n dipole moment of a molecule and Boltzmann constant is constant. So only we have relationship between polarization and temperature. Let us assume in this fashion. This constant I am taking as A and this is B. P equaled, so again write in this fashion, P equaled A plus, this is entire 4 by 3 pi n alpha I am taking as A and this is B, and which is left, temperature I am writing. So temperature changes, polarization changes, and this equation we are taking for polar molecule polarization, which involves two terms. One is induced polarization, orient polarization. If we plot a graph, we can calculate alpha and dipole moment. Now if you see clearly, this is in the y is equal to mx plus c form. Let's take y polarization, and this is c, this is constant c, and temperature 1 by T if you are plotting, this is mx. That means intercept is equal to A and slope is equal to B when we plot a graph between polarization versus 1 by T. Let's see here. Plot of P polarization against 1 by T, which gives a straight line, and intercept is equal to A and the slope equal to B. Our equation is P equal to A plus B by T, and A is here we have taken 4 by 3 pi n alpha, and this is equal to intercept. Once we got an intercept, pi n is constant, we can calculate alpha value here, and once we got a slope, that is slope equal to B, we can go with the dy by dx or tan theta. We get a slope equal to B equal to 4 by 3 pi n mu square by 3k, and here pi n Boltzmann constant, all are constant value, standard value we substitute, we get a dipole moment from in this equation. So by taking this, we can calculate polarization of the molecule, polarizability of the molecule, alpha and dipole moment, and this is called polar molecule orientation in electric field. And now we understood that polarization of polar molecule will change, it is depends on temperature, but polarization of the non-polar molecule do not change by temperature. Let's move on to other important concept with related to this is measurement of dipole moment by temperature variation method. And we are taking a polar molecule here. If we change the temperature, polarization also changes. By taking temperature changes, how we can determine dipole moment of a molecule? Let's take a total polarization of the polar molecule, P equal to Pi plus P0, and the induced polarization given by Clausius-Mossetti 4 by 3 pi n alpha, polarizability of the molecule, and orientation polarization given by Debye, that is equal to 4 by 3 pi n mu square by kappa, Boltzmann constant into temperature. So here also I am writing in the simplest fashion. This entire constant, here all are constant, I am taking A, and this is here except temperature, remaining all are constant for a molecule, I am writing a B, and which is left T, I am writing B by T. It is, let us assume this is equation 1. Now we have to find out that by changing the temperature variation, we have to find out the dipole moment. How we can find out the dipole moment here? So here A is 4 by 3 pi n alpha and 4 by 3 pi n mu square by 3k. Let's take how we have to do. Let us assume the temperature T1, the polarization is P1. If I change temperature T2, the polarization changes into P2. Let's take these two equations. Equation 1, P1 polarization at T1 temperature equal to A plus B by T1 temperature. Let us assume this is equation 1. Similarly, polarization 2 at T2 temperature equal to A plus B by T2. Equation 2. Now 1 minus 2. If we subtract two equation, P1 minus P2, left hand side A plus B by T1, this term, plus subtracting 2 minus A minus B T2. I am subtracting 1 minus 2. So I can cancel 1 AA, and what is left? B by T1 minus B by T2. I am writing in this fashion B. So both the cases B is common. I am taking a common T1 1 by T2. And this expression I can write in this fashion: P1 minus P2 equal to T2 minus T1 by T1 T2. So from this expression we can calculate B value. B equal to P1 minus P2. I am taking this term to other side. T1 by T2, T2 minus T1. Let's take this equation 3. Now from the equation 3 we can calculate B, because we are changing a temperature, we are calculating P1 and T2 P2. All the substitute, if we substitute all these values in the equation 3, we get B value. Once we know the B value, we can calculate dipole moment. How we can calculate dipole moment? By knowing B value. Let's take B value is, from the previous equation, what we have assumed B is B equal to four by 3 pi n mu square by 3 kappa. Now once we know the B value, we can substitute it in the equation. Here the dipole moment term, I am writing in this fashion: mu square equal to 3 into 3, 9 kappa and B by 4 pi n. If I remove the square, I get 9 Boltzmann constant by 4 pi n, and this is the final equation By knowing all this value, we can calculate dipole moment. For simplicity, if I put all these standard terms in the equation, because k is a Boltzmann constant, pi is constant, Avogadro number is constant, and b we are calculating from the experiment. So if I substitute all these standard values, Boltzmann constant, pi and n, then the equation become mu equal 0.0128 into 10 power minus 18 under root b which we are taking from the temperature variation method. This units is electrostatic units cm, and here 1 into 10 power minus 18 ESU dot cm equal to 1 dBA. So I am writing mu equal, instead of this term I can use a dBA units, 0.128 into root b d or dBA, and this is the final equation for temperature variation method. By using this, we can calculate dipole moment of a molecule by changing the temperature. Temperature changes, polarization changes. By knowing this T1 P1 and T2 P2, we can calculate first B value. Once we know the B value, remaining all are constant values here, we can calculate dipole moment.